see. Another popular thing to do with muting chords is what we call playing octaves. You know, I'm not sure if you've ever heard this kind of sound, but stuff like this, like. Stuff like that. Now what I'm doing is I'm muting and I'm only strumming certain strings. Alright? So let's try, there's also two different positions where you do these octaves. Let's try the ones where we play on the 6th string and the 4th string. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to try to play a G chord or just a G octave. We'll call it G octave chord. I'm not sure what to call it, but G octave. And what we do is take our first finger, put it on G, 3rd fret, and I like to use our pinky because 3rd finger has to stretch. So use our 4th finger on the 5th fret. All right, 5th fret, 4th string. Okay. So now what your first finger is going to do, and here comes the muting part, is your first finger is going to touch, just slightly touch the 5th fret. Alright? So that you get a muting sound, right? So the notes that that you ring out are the 6th string and the 4th string. Right? And then when you strum, you have to be careful here that you don't want to play all the strings. You just play this, like a power chord, right? Just 3 strings. Alright? Okay, so from here, G power chord, okay, so like we've been doing before. We've been going to C chord, and the D chord, and back to C, right? So to go to C, right, it's going to be on the 8th fret, right? Again, mute the 5th string. Okay, now the last one, the D, is shift up to the 10th fret. Alright, so let's try that again with the exercise G, C, D, C. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the second, octave, shape pattern is, well, it's really not any kind of different shape, but it's really just taking that same shape and moving it down to the 5th string and then the 3rd string. Kind of like how, we did like the G power chord and the C power chord, the same idea. So what we do is, our first finger goes on 3rd fret, 5th string. Then our 4th finger goes on the 3rd string, 5th fret. And what we do is we mute the 4th string. Now obviously, because you're in these inner strings, it's going to get kind of harder to keep doing like these kind of crazy strum patterns and only hitting these 3 strings. It's really hard. So what we do is we're going to kind of introduce our middle finger, our 2nd finger, kind of use that as kind of also a muting technique too. So what we're going to do is your 2nd finger needs to touch, just touch. So this is kind of sensitive. It has to touch the 6th string. And I don't want to press it down, just touch. So that way when you strum, this gets muted. You only hear the 5th and the 3rd string. And a kind of an added value to using your middle finger is also on the bottom of your middle finger, 2nd finger. It also touches these higher strings, right? So you can do like big strums. So I would say that this octave, pattern has much more uses because you can really, you know, kind of do like these kind of, you know, strum patterns. And you don't have to worry about, you know, other strings sounding. Alright, so let's try this. We're going to learn the C, alright, octave. Then we're going to go to F, which is a fret. Alright, and then we're going to go to G, which is 10th fret. Let's try that. C, F, G.